In a kingdom where the sun burned hot and justice walked with a steady, quiet step, two former lovers stood before a wise king, carrying a dispute that cut deeper than any blade. A mother, tired but unbroken, and a father, bold, confident, and ready to claim the son he had once abandoned. 7 years, 7 long years, this woman raised her boy alone. 7 years of hunger, of tears, of whispered prayers for strength. She was mother and father, protector and provider, all at once. But now, the man who left her behind had returned. Not for love, not for repentance, but to drag the boy back to his farm as labor. The father stepped forward in the grand hall, his voice echoing across stone walls. "This boy is mine. I have the right to take him." But the mother, with trembling hands and a heart full of wounds, lifted her head. "You left us. You left your own child and never looked back. Every sickness, every lonely night, every tear, I faced them alone." Her voice cracked, but her spirit did not. The wise king watched them both. His eyes were old, but sharp enough to see through their souls. Then he rose from his throne and said, "If this child is nothing more than property to you, then let us treat him as such." The hall fell silent. "I offer 5 goats in exchange for the boy." The mother gasped. Her knees weakened. Her arms tightened around her son. "No, please, he is not for sale." But the father leaned forward, greed burning in his eyes. He said to the king, "5 goats? Make it 7. No, 8. At that moment, the king saw everything he needed to see. He lifted his hand and his voice thundered across the hall. "Enough!" Silence swallowed the room. "You call yourself a father, yet you would sell your child for goats. You left him in his weakest years. You return only when he is strong enough to walk." The crowd watched breathless. The king said, "A real parent does not abandon. A real parent does not trade love for livestock. A real parent sacrifices." He turned to the mother. "The boy stays with his mother." The father lowered his head, shamed not by punishment, but by the truth. He walked out of the hall, his footsteps fading like a bad memory. The mother collapsed around her son, tears of relief streaming down her face. Then she whispered to her son, "You're safe, my child, you're safe." And for the first time in years, her heart felt light. The king sat back on his throne, watching them with a gentle, knowing smile. That day, the kingdom learned a simple truth. Real love cannot be bought. Real love cannot be claimed by force. Real love is sacrifice.